So for those not checking the chat, Bob Petticone was nice enough to give us the score updates from the Westchester Scranton game. Westchester up 2-0 on the Royals with 15 left in the second. And Seton Hall and UPenn will be kicking off around 9 p.m. So they probably have started about now, but not enough time to get much done. Players coming out for warm-ups in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. When a lot of people are asked what they would do if they had the ability for time travel, they say go back and tell themselves like the winning Powerball numbers or who to bet on in the Super Bowl. I would go back and tell myself to not wear a suit today. If we can show it around. This is what I'm working with. I'm very cold. There's not much else on under this suit. So your boy's freezing here, but I'll do it for you because I love you folks. And score just came in. Westchester takes a 3-zip lead on the Royals on their senior night. Well, we're just about ready to get things started again. If you happen to forget from the last period, both teams down a man start things out. The Dragons will have a man advantage for a little bit after their penalty expires. Whole lot going on officiating-wise in the last period. Hopefully a little cleaner for our side. This time around, 20 minutes left in the regular season for both of these squads. Maybe 20 minutes left in Drexel's season if they can't get it done here and if Seton Hall can't beat UPenn. Here we go. Andrew Zerko from the face-off circle wins it and kicks it back to Thor Martin. Whoa. Ben Bell sent down the ice for Zerko. Zerko controls it. Out back to Stromberg. Stromberg whips it around. Nearly gets through Fasalo. Almost got past him when he gets his glove to it. Early chance for Millersville turned away. Drexel on the control. Oh, cup shot. Thor Martin's shot blocked by his man. Out to Stromberg from the defensive zone. Kicks up to Bell. Bell and Zerko. Into the zone. Zerko behind the back pass for Bell. Bell overplays the puck slightly. Tries to free it for Martin. Can't. Gets squeezed out and taken away by Drexel. Works it out to Zachary Jones. Jones really a factor on both of Drexel's goals, getting in Rusnock's face a whole lot. So the Aiden Barrett penalty is just about to expire as Dunnigan works it out for Wilkinson, Corelli. 39 seconds left on the man disadvantage for Millersville. And then did it get through? No! By an inch or so, Millersville denied their fourth goal. But they're still down a man, getting good amount of shots, and Jake Petticone going in close. Petticone shot broken away at the start. 20 seconds left on the O'Connell 4-minute penalty. Jake Petticone tied up. Corelli open. Petticone tries to go short side. Denied by the post. Donegan gets a stick out to it and gets it back out for Millersville as it's cleared down. On the 42nd man advantage for Drexel, Millersville gets 3 shots. They get none. 17:50 left to go here in the final period. Johnny Morgan and Walter O'Connell coming in attack. Morgan rips it, goes wide. Rysak tries to chip it in, gets it back right to him. Rysak goes far side looking for Johnny Morgan. He finds him. Morgan whips it in into no man's land where it's picked up by Drexel. Ryder sandwiches Basin into the boards as it's turned back around, sticked out by Vassallo and left for Held. Splits the difference between the Marauders' defense. Played out by Rusnock and left for Laughlin. Laughlin overskates himself a little bit. Left out in the middle. Could have been dangerous if Drexel picked it up. They fight for the rebounds. Barrett's got it, looking for his second. Ricochets off Rusnock into the netting, out of play with 17:04 left to go here in regulation. Millersville clinging on to that 1-goal lead. They lead in the shots 30-12. Oh. It'll be Slaybaugh anticipating the draw for Millersville. He'll win it, gets it out to Martin quickly. Martin kicks it up to Bell, who works it to Wilkinson. Wilkinson through Kopshow's legs, finds a Drexel man, and he launches it at his coach in the bench. I hope he doesn't talk to the official about that. He doesn't. 16:54 left to go here in regulation. Drexel chasing one. We Slaybaugh or Wilkinson, who wants it? Yeah, you take it, Wilkes. You got it, buddy. There you go. Wilkinson wins the draw, works it out to Martin. Quickly, Martin rips it in for Wilkinson. Couldn't redirect. Slaybaugh chips out, gets going. Wilkinson gets tied up in the corner. His helmet gets yanked off a little bit. Out to Bell. Bell from the blue line to Martin. Martin sends it in. Broken up in transition and gloved by Vincent Vassallo. 16.5 minutes left to go in the third. Marauders put their 31st shot into Vassallo's way. They've beat him 3 times. Wilkinson in for his second draw of the period. Can't win this one. Back off the boards to Josh Search. Rip back in. Deflection for Wilkinson. Gets his own rebound off the boards. Slaybaugh wanted it down low. Wilkinson couldn't get it to him. Drexel coming back the other way. Martin Looking for a poke check. Ref throws a bit of a block there. Good screen by the official. Opens it up for Drexel. Search sends it in. Denied. Wilkinson trying to win the foot race back. He will. Icing called off. And Millersville trying to stay on the attack. Gets past Vassallo. Both squads a little discombobulated right now. Puck goes harmlessly past Rusnock. Chased down by Bieber and Martin. Martin thought Carey was in a little different position than he was and gives it away to Drexel. Carey picks it up and gets a push in the back. Stays with it. Martin recollects with 15.5 to go. Goes cross ice to Corelli. Corelli, Bieber, and Carey entering. Corelli takes it himself. Long range shot denied by Vincent Vassallo. 15:25 left to go in the period. And again, not much to talk over that has been said about the playoffs. You know what's happening. It's us at Stockton. It's Drexel or UPenn against Scranton. And that'll be February 6th. And then no times listed for those games. And I'm sure that's to come out either tonight, tomorrow, or sometime pretty soon after that in the week. So you'll know what time we're working with. Just follow either the CSCHC Instagram accounts or any of the Instagram accounts of the teams. They'll keep you updated on any game information you'll need to know. Below 15 minutes, shot comes in on Rusnock. He redirects into his defensive zone where Captain Kai Dunnigan will pick it up, works it around the horn to Corelli. Corelli chips up for Petticone. Petticone has a streaking Carey. Does he see him? I think he does. Works it out to Carey. Strobe lights flash for a second. Right as Carey looks up, I'm calling a conspiracy right there. Just as Aiden Carey looks up, the strobe light went crazy. I don't know what they're doing there, but that could not have been accidental. That's what I would have done. 14:39 left to go here in regulation on strobe light one again. So maybe not, but it was eerily coincidental timing. I don't know. Woo. And assuming the Westchester score is still 3-0, and then no updates yet on Seton Hall and UPenn. Again, if anyone in the chat has an update on that game, just type it in there, and the rest of us will know about it. Barrett out to his man in the blue line, blocked by Jonah Bird. Bird back out to Carey. Carey tied up in the boards with Petticone for a second. Dunnigan chases his man down in the boards, knocks him into it, freezes for Bieber, gets it back out quickly, shot in by Search. Search ricochets behind Rusnock's back. Drexel keeping the pressure on. Millersville looking to break out. They might hear almost so many times the puck just would not go their way. Multiple body blocks by Owen Mendham keeps Millersville pinned in their zone. And Drexel back on the attack, needing one on Rusnock. They've been able to beat him twice on 13 shots. They need one more. Dunnigan has a man behind him. Scoots past Petticone, where it's picked up by Bird. Bird. Ref blocks Bird's clearance attempt. Heads up there, Stripes. Petticone enters the zone, rips it. Petticone goes wide. Drexel sends it in behind Rusnock. He leaves it for Dunnigan. 13 minutes left to go. Works back out to Bird. Bird flubs the pass. Gets it back out to Rysack. Ref nearly blocks it again. Stromberg alone in the middle. Well, Millersville alone. There are multiple Drexel people around him. 2-on-1. Lachlan alone. Blocks him out. And Gavin Rusnock flashes the leather and makes a save with 12:51 left to go. Woo! It'll be, is that Dunnigan? I see it. It's probably sleigh ball. No, it's O'Connell. I saw it too. Opening for Ryder, but it just goes a little past him. Could have been dangerous, so they took a bit of a bounce, but alas. 12:43 left to go in the period. The Marauders still holding on to that one-goal lead. Would certainly like to expand it. Alan Ryder waiting for the draw here. Doesn't get thrown in the face-off circle for goring Ryder with his stick there. Okadoke. Fingertips of Connor Rysack keep the puck in play, but it goes right back to Drexel. Morgan kicks it into the middle, but a little long for O'Connell. Zachary Jones wants a pass. Nearly gets it, but it's broken up by our number 3, Connor Rysack. As he goes through, plays off, O'Connell skates. Lachlan will dump it in. As the Marauders got some fresh legs on the ice. Fresh legs such as Thor Martin. And Martin Wilkinson and Kopshow are in for Millersville. Wilkinson behind the back pass, picked off 2-on-1 quickly. They go well high of Rusnock, still not safe yet, but Martin will control. Martin looking for O'Connell, rips it off him, gets back to O'Connell, goes a little behind him, couldn't catch up to it, sent back in for Drexel. Lachlan works it out, again picked off. Martin surveying, sends it down, gets through everybody and rings along the corner boards behind Vincent Vasallo. Slaybaugh catches up to it, has Kopshow in the middle. Slaybaugh runs into a pair of Dragons. Chased down by Martin. Martin going around the horn, throws the brakes, gets the puck out, can't. Wilkinson will need to chase it down. Drexel coming back the other way. Icing will be the call on Drexel. 11:02 left to go here. Millersville still holding on to 1. Leading in the shots, 32-14. But just the 1-goal lead. We'll be coming towards the glove side of Vasallo here. Zerko, Bird, and Stromberg enter things. Bird's pass quickly picked off, but it's picked up again by Zerko. Zerko can't turn around fast enough. Back in by Bell. Back to Stromberg. Stromberg alone. Rips it, goes wide of Vasallo. Bird tries to poke check it out. Can't. Stromberg throws a shoulder and frees it open for Bell. Bell leaves it for Bird. Jonah Bird still working on a hat trick. Would be a thing if he can do it. Bird rips it in, looking for his third. Can't. Picks his own rebound up. Turns around, gets tied up in the corner boards. Zerko's back there to help him out. Gets it out to Stromberg. Zerko hits the ice. And Stromberg chips out for Bell. Bell chips back to Stromberg. Looking like a ping-pong match there. Gets Stromberg alone. Close in. Back to Zerko. Zerko denied by the pads of Vasallo. Nearly rebounded to Bird. 10 minutes left as Martin pounces on the misplay by 30. Goes Martin! Scores the 4th for Millersville as Thor drops the hammer on Vincent Vasallo. Love those bar down ones. Just a beautiful noise off the iron. And exactly 10 minutes left to go in things. Thor Martin doubles the Millersville lead. Not a happy camper down there on the Drexel bench. A little bit of work for the equipment manager. Those sticks are expensive, kid. Don't break that. Who are you? 28. Nathaniel Sliberman. Frustrated. Rightfully so. I would be too. Drexel takes the draw, chasing 2 again. Millersville not content with this lead. They look to add on. Dunnigan and Petticone chase it down. Not for long, though, as Drexel gets tagged with an icing call. And just as the Marauders have scored their 4th, so has Westchester. But their lead is 4, as ours is 2. Still no updates yet on Seton Hall UPenn. Again, if anyone knows those scores, type them in the chat. Be very much appreciated. But Westchester seems to be rolling Scranton at home right now. 9:44 left to go as Carey waits for the glove side face-off of Vasallo here. Gets pushed out. Carey picks it up, though. Carey from close range. Denied. Backtracking is Dunnigan. Dunnigan sandwiched out with Corelli. Frees it for Jake Petticone. Petticone from his own face-off circle tries to find Bieber. Gets taken away in the mail. Slips out on his own 2 feet. I don't think that was Bieber. Don't point at him, coach. He didn't do anything. Petticone in from the other face-off circle. This time tries to find Carey down low. Behind the back pass, picked up by Dunnigan. Dunnigan works out. Wes Bieber hit in the face with a stick. Don't do anything now. Don't retaliate. Just take the penalty. Don't do anything. Don't say anything. Just go back. Take the penalty. Don't do anything dumb, guys. That's got to hurt Wes Bieber. It is freezing in here. Getting hit in the face with the stick. Oh, yeah? And Andrew Walsh will get first dibs on a hot shower. That sounds pretty nice right now. But Walsh isn't too happy about it as he's been ejected from the proceedings this evening. Imagine a hot shower right now. That would be so nice. Oh. But an opportunity for Millersville to add on. As thankfully no one retaliated there. As it'll be another 5-minute major assessed to Walsh. And it'll be 2 probably for David Wagstaff, the 5th. 5th, and he's number 5. Pretty cool. I like it. Well, hopefully we'll have a less intensive officials conversation with 9 minutes left in regulation. The Marauders bench excited to get things going again. Huh. Maybe not. I think Wagstaff is just hanging out in the penalty box. At least they haven't put it up on the board yet. I don't know. We'll see. Back onto Bird. Bird rips it, looking for his third, nearly gets it there. Stromberg sandwiched into the glass. Bird will need to backtrack quickly. O'Connell back defensively to help Bird. Excuse me, Martin. Why did I say Bird? They look nothing alike. It'll be Stromberg. Kicks it out to O'Connell. O'Connell. Bit of a screen there by Stromberg. Leaves it for O'Connell. Back to Martin from the blue line. His favorite spot to shoot. He goes back to O'Connell. They have Bird down low and Morgan in the middle. Rips it, gloved out of the air. Wow. I agree with the fans here. Impressive glove save by Vincent Vasal. That's tough between a sea of bodies. 8:24 left to go here. Drexel now chasing 2. Still another 4:18 left on the Walsh penalty. Carey. A little anxious to get that play started. Drexel comes away with it. Can't clear it. Hello. Petticone goes to Dunnigan. Dunnigan to the middle. Back to Stromberg. To Dunnigan again. Dunnigan kicks back out to Petticone. Rips it in. Far side. It's like a Ryder gets his stick stolen for a quick second. Back out to Jake Petticone. Resetting the play to his captain, Dunnigan. Dunnigan rips it. Comes off the pads of Vassallo. Back out for Zerko. Excuse me, it's 3 or a 9. That's a 9. Zerko. Ryder tied up again on the boards. Zerko in the middle. Drexel keeping a pretty consistent 3-man stop there. Zerko couldn't play it cleanly. He had an opening shot, hesitated slightly. Carey. Will he really pass? He passes. Back again to Zerko. The Marauders are in no hurry to get this play going. Zerko into no man's land, looking for can't get the clearance off. Carey brings it back the other way. Carey rips it and into the netting. Off of Vassallo's glove. 3:13 left on the penalty and 7:19 left to go in the game. Gavin Rusnock staying limber out there. I think I'd break my pelvis if I tried to do that. Aiden Stromberg taking the face off from Millersville here. Gets tied up for a second. Leaves for Bird. Bird kicks out to Martin. Martin from the blue. Out to O'Connell. O'Connell feigns the slap shot. Back to Martin. Martin rips it. Played off of Vassallo. Chased down by Slieberman. Behind the back pass to no one. Cleared out by Drexel. Below 7 minutes now. They send a shot in. Net pops off Gavin, your net's off the thing. Look at it, Gavin. Oh, Drexel, man, takes a big hit as Gavin gets his stick taken. A lot of extracurriculars on that play. Well, as we stop things, it'll be 6:44 left to go in the period. And 2:38 left on the penalty as it looks like Thor Martin will be heading to the penalty box for Millersville, so that will negate the man advantage. But if it's cleared out, Marauders will be back up a man for another 38 seconds if both are killed. Woof. 42 shots to 15. Very reminiscent of the Lehigh game last night in the third period is when that one was broken wide open. So hoping for more of the same this evening. Carey waiting for the draw on the stick side of his friendly goaltender. Gavin Rusnock works out to Ben Bell. Bell hesitates for a second, works up to Rysack. Don't see them on the defensive line very much. Carey deflected right as he shot it by Helm, but he picks up his own rebound and works it around the horn. Carey out to Rysack. Rysack looks to find Carey again, but leaves it a little hard on him. Carey chasing it down, picks it up, throws the brakes, has Bell, goes to him. Bell, no lane to work with, gets some room, shoots it in, goes well wide of Vassallo. 6 minutes left to go in regulation. The Marauders looking to hang on here and end the season on a 4-game win streak. Carey rips it glove by Double V's. 5:54 left to go here in regulation. Minute 48 left on the Walsh penalty and a minute 11 left on the Martin. Dunnigan chases down the puck, works it up to Kopshow. Kopshow spins around, loses it, where it's picked up by Josh Haight. Mason throws the brakes out to the outstretched stick of Zerko. He can't control it, but it falls to Jake Petticone. Petticone loses in the skates for a second. Drexel comes away with it. Dunnigan gets back and stops the opportunity for Haight. Good stick move out of Zerko. Defers to Kopshow, back into Zerko. Zerko goes up to Dunnigan. Dunnigan rips it after looking. Ooh, a little no-look rip out of Kai Dunnigan, nearly breaks through. Puck flies into the sky here at class of 1923 as we hit 5 minutes left to go in regulation. 14 left on the Martin penalty. Dunnigan's pass broken up as it gets there, but it finds its target in Johnny Morgan, who works it up to Alan Ryder. Ryder just sends it in for Vassallo. And that kills the Thor Martin penalty. There's still 37 seconds left on the major penalty from Andrew Walsh. Serving his time is David Wagstaff. So 5-on-4 for another 37 seconds as Alan Ryder anticipates the faceoff. Gets it, works out to O'Connell quickly. O'Connell defers to Bell. Bell works up to Ryder. Ryder has Morgan in the middle, gets it to Morgan. Doesn't get past Vassallo. Morgan picks up his own rebound, sends it back in. Still no good. Rysack out to Bell. Bell up to Ryder. Ryder back to Bell. Bell rips it. Deflected by Vassallo, looking for a redirect from O'Connell. Couldn't get it. Cleared out by Drexel. Not enough time for another shot on the major penalty. We'll be back to 5-on-5 hockey for the last 4 minutes here. Drexel playing for their postseason lives. O'Connell into the zone, throws the brakes from the faceoff circle, tries to find the centering pass, can't get it, takes a bump from his man Search. O'Connell defers to Bell. Bell back up to O'Connell. O'Connell through the middle. Kicks out to Rysack. O'Connell takes a hit. Rysack rings it off the glass, looking for Ryder in the middle. Ryder trying to find either Morgan or O'Connell, finds neither. Only finds Zachary Jones. Jones coming up alone through neutralize. Has a man with him. It's his captain, Basin. Jones takes it himself. Off to the side. Has Basin down low. Decides to go at Rusnock's head. Goes high. Slap shot in on Rusnock. Rebound collected by Drexel. And a whistle with 3:17 left to go in regulation. Drexel still chasing two, being outshot 47-16. Whew. Looks like the net might have popped off in the scrum there. Oh, it's timeout. Rusnock getting fist bumps from Johnny Morgan there. Well, Riders got to play 3 more minutes of smart defense, but that is an eternity for 2 bad bounces to go your way. You saw how quickly Drexel scored their first 2 goals within about a minute of each other, so they definitely have enough time to level things up. So you can't be playing passively now if you're Millersville. You need to attack any man coming into your zone, break up any passes that comes through. Just keep playing your game. And even if it gets past you, Rusnock has been playing admirably so far tonight. Although he's only had to face 16 shots, so his average isn't amazing. It's still pretty good. But again, 2 shots on not that many, 2 goals on not that many shots. It's all right. But in what he's been called to do, he's been doing very well. And I think it's even harder, though, because he's had to just be sitting there freezing for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, not anything coming his way. So being able to stay on your toes, agile, and ready for a quick shot coming at you, commendable work from Gavin Rusnock. Both Tyler Cassidy and Gavin Rusnock have shown Coach Schroeder they can handle a 2-game weekend. So the decision for what goaltender will take on Stockton will be a tough one. Again, it's the time decisions you sign up for as a coach, but it's going to be a really, really tough one to make. Still, as far as I know, 4-0 Westchester, and still no update on Seton Hall and UPenn. Because if UPenn is up 5-0 in the first period already, then whatever happens here doesn't matter much. But again, not sure what's going on up in West Orange. We're ready to get things going again here with 3:17 left to go. Maybe the last 3 minutes of the Dragons season. Dunnigan pins it to the boards. Harassed by a trio of Dragons, backed up and kicked out. Quick shot in on Rusnock, gets past him. Shot from far away by Owen Mendham. Pulls Drexel back within 1. Are they going to do the lights? Where are the lights? Do it. No? Okay. Just a tough bounce and a ricochet. Goes from his feet to his top of his head in about a half a second. Tough to track for Gavin Rusnock. But thanks to the Martin goal earlier on in the period, the Marauders still have the lead. And speaking of Martin, he picks it up after the faceoff and works it up the ice, trying to find Andrew Zerko, but it's intercepted by Westchester. Zerko blows a tire. And Westchester, excuse me, why did I say Westchester? I'm thinking Westchester. I'm saying Drexel. Mendham sends it around. Again, yeah, very similar to the start of the Lehigh game yesterday. Drexel being outshot by 30, but only down 1 in the goals. Bird looks to break up that pass, can't. 2:20 left for Drexel to chase 1. Please don't go to overtime. It's too cold for that. Icing waved off as Bird was close enough. Martin sends it through, looking for Stromberg. Can't. Stromberg maybe gets a stick to it. Can't. Has it a ring back. No icing called as Bell looks to just dump it down. He will. Icing waved off. Minute 50 left for Millersville to hold on. Good clear around by Stromberg, though. Bird and down, still with Lova Hattie. But I'm pretty sure he'd be happy with the win at this point. Bird coming in with Carey. Carey on the far side. Bird takes it himself. Stop by the stick of Vassallo. Beaver in on it. Can't redirect it. Carey staying with. Defers back out to Martin. Martin will rip it in. And it's gloved. by Vassallo. Minute 27 left for Drexel. Marauders just looking to escape the class of 1923 with a win here. That would be their 10th win of the season and 4th conference win in a row, or just 4th win in general in a row. Carey behind Vassallo, chopped at, gets to Bieber. Bieber has Corelli behind him, can't get it to him. Rysack and Dunnigan only to backtrack it. Minute left. They're in no rush here. They're looking to kill all the time they can. Back up to Drexel. Pass. Over no man's land. Corelli swaps at it. Gets past Rysack. Chased down by Bieber. Bieber turns it around. Looking to clear. He does. Poked at by Corelli. Gets down. It'll need to be played by Vassallo. Good clearance by Millersville. Why are there? Okay, I thought there were 4 guys in the ice for a second. I didn't see Carey. 40 seconds left in the regular season for Millersville. They're looking to hang on. Drexel getting caught by the Millersville bench. Kopcho trying to close off any lanes. Dunnigan and Ryder are back. Dunnigan and Rysack, 2 of the most capable defenders for the Marauders bench. Goalie is gone. Vassallo has left his net. If the Marauders can get an open shot, this will be done for. Yeah, Dunnigan just keep it there. Keep it against the wall. Just pin it. Kill that time, buddy. Dunnigan smartly kills about 10 seconds off the clock. Shot. Maybe the last word for Drexel goes wide. Blocked for the pad of Gavin Rusnock. And there will not be enough time for an answer. Drexel falls short, and their season is over. Owen Mendham just launches his stick into the tunnel there. No one was there. But the Marauders get their 10th conference win of the year and go into the playoffs back at home on a 4-game win streak. What a game. Of course, thanks as always to Miranda, our wonderful bus driver, and Mike, her great husband, for filling in on camera the past 2 days. And of course, Brian Morgan for all the help he's done camera-wise, spiritually-wise, coach knowledge-wise for me this whole season. This season has been amazing. This is what I've wanted to do with my life since I was about 10 years old, and I'm eternally grateful to this Marauder squad for giving me the opportunity to call all their games. They're my first team I ever had, and I'll always remember it. And even if anyone out there who watched every game I did, or maybe just a period, or maybe even a second, I'm so grateful for all of you for tuning in and letting me live out my dream here. So playoffs are next for Millersville. I won't be there on the call. You can get all the playoff games on the SFBN Sports Fan Base Network on YouTube. They'll be streaming every game of the Colonial Cup playoffs. Good broadcast, too. They got a little scoreboard overlay. It's pretty cool. I'll be there doing national anthem and warm-up, so you'll still hear a little bit of me, but just not as much as you're used to. Millersville wins both of their games in Philadelphia in the spring semester and skates back to Lancaster on a heater. That'll do it for me. Garrett Milbrand, the voice of Millersville Ice Hockey, and I miss you already. See you next season, folks.